port. Hey Jacob, how's it going? Can you hear me? So if you can hear me talking, it would be nice to say yes in the chat. I'm not quite sure whether it's working or not. So you should hear me now. Test, 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 test. Good question what to do about it. Total streaming. Because I'm used to direct streaming, press one button and that's it. Now I have to have a second monitor here with 1 million options. I have to think about what's wrong all the time. So maybe it's a bit better now? I don't know. Let's try this. Okay. Run 48. Ah, perfect. So I adjusted the gain and I put the sound output. Oh boy. I feel like super multitasking. It's so stressing me out. Okay, let's try this. 148 now. Oh yeah, for sure, Ninja Guy, it's super stressful. So the thing about Stadia that I'm annoyed the most about at the moment is all the features we will never see. So it turns out that there were a lot of features coming in the next weeks and months, like couch co-op or something like this, and better multiplayer integration and stuff like this. And man, this is such a shame. can you imagine playing something like Dawn of the Monsters or some split-screen games together with your friends on Stadia? How awesome would that be? Man. I think the Gunsport devs revealed something, that they worked on something with the Stadia team. Oh, damn it, 0.5 seconds too slow. Come on. Okay, audio mixing is better now, thanks Jacob. Yeah, the FOMO about our backlog, that's a good question. I made a list of stuff that I still can finish and stuff I won't finish anymore. For example, Grime. I won't finish Grime because we won't get the DLC, right? So there's no point for me in playing Grime anymore on Stadia. So I rather wait for a sale on Steam to play it on GFN now. Yeah, it's super sad, Ninja Guy. Doesn't make sense at all. But yeah. What can you do, right? The thing for me is, although, for example, GFN looks a bit better graphically, it's such a hassle. It's such a hassle. I have to log in constantly and I have to adjust the graphic settings and see whether I can hold a stable frame rate and look here and look there, and then there are... I mean, I used to be a PC player, so I'm kind of used to it, but still, after playing 3 years of Stadia almost, it feels like the Stone Age for me. So yeah, I really have to adjust a lot. Hi Red Fox. No, at the moment I'm just playing single player. I mean, if you want to play multiplayer in Stadia, just tell me and perhaps we can do some races. Yeah, it's really a step back. Yeah, I'm wondering too, Jacob, about Luna. I mean, I'm in Europe, so I don't have any access here. From what I see and what I hear, it looks quite good. But I'm wondering if they will expand to Europe or if they take this super slow approach. Or if they have any plans to expand, I don't know about that. Would be really interesting to see how they react to the closure of Stadia. If they also step back or if they see this as an opportunity and scale. Let's see. So far the only other platform that somehow reacted to this was Blacknut, by offering some Lost Stadium vouchers. So I'm really curious if we see any more reactions from other companies. Because to be fair, in December or January there will be a lot of players getting a lot of money. So if I were GeForce Now or Microsoft, I would react to that. Okay, let's try to finish this race. 1:48 it is. Ah, I'm so bad. .45, 46, yes. We got it. Very good. Yeah, exactly, Ninja Guy. Is it no more competition or is it an opportunity? Good question. So what do we have to do here? Oh, another time trial? Oh no, let's do some racing. The cool thing about Lunar is that they, although they're quite small yet, they do a lot of outreach and also on social media and on their Discord, so they're collaborating a lot with their content creators. This is something I always kind of missed with Stadia, so there was almost no community events or community outreach or highlighting or stuff like this. And I don't know, for a gaming platform, that kind of is a bad decision. Well, what is this course? Okay, but whatever. It is what it is. Personally, I decided to enjoy the last 101 days. Kill some backlog, enjoy the service as long as it's there, and don't worry so much. Man, the port quality is so cool. I think it runs at 1440p. Not quite 4K, but it's so smooth. It looks so good. Okay, Ninja Guy. Greetings to your spouse, I guess. I think 2 days ago I listened to the Wired podcast. They also had a small segment on this data shutdown. And they actually told that Martha is Dead is basically finished. So they are talking with Google. Oh, they're talking with Google if they still will bring it to the platform. I mean, wouldn't that be hilarious? To have a game that's also called Martha's Dead released on a platform that's going to shut down. I mean, that would be such a Google move. But at the same time, it would be kind of a nice homage to the last Stadia players. I would play it for sure. I would stream it the whole way down. Also, I had a bet with Cheeky Boing. So we have a podcast, a cloud gaming podcast called Cloudplay. And we made a bet about which game will be released on Stadia. I mean, this was before we know about the shutdown, of course. But it was basically everybody had to name a AAA game, an indie game, and an unannounced game from a company that has already released the game on Stadia. And my games were Dying Light 2, Martha is Dead, and Assassin's Creed 2. And Cheeky had actually Arcade Paradise. And what was it? I forgot the others, but he guessed Arcade Paradise right, and I guessed Martha is Dead right. So yeah, it's 1-1 for us now. Oh no, I jumped beside the track. Okay, me read the chat for a second. I proposed a time trial challenge to stadium racing community friends that I could encourage you to try. Skyscraper Sunset Drive. Okay. Is this here in Hot Wheels? Or what do you mean? Oh, I think my game is crashing. That's odd. Oh boy, that's bad. Okay. I seem to have some... I seem to have some stutter here, so it's not OBS. OBS is fine. It's the game. That's really odd. Let's try to win this before the game's crashing, I guess. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now I got some sound offsets and now I got a freezing picture. I hope the course is finished soon. So something they also, oh boy, something they also got really, they designed really nice in this game is the looping feeling. So if you go into a looping too slow, you kind of slowly lose control of your car. It's really hard to design this in the right way in a game, and I think they nailed it here. It's an issue with all games nowadays. If you play too long, they stutter. Oh, really? Do they already scale down their servers or what? Yes, in Hot Wheels time trial mode. Ah, okay, cool to know. Google pulling out server blades live on location. Oh boy. Let's hope not. If it continues, we can just restart the game. And since I'm on OBS now, I don't have to stop the stream. Yay! Complete the amazing drivers event using Metasaurus vehicle. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, let's just try one more race, and if it still stutters, let's try to restart. Track design is very klug. Indeed. Das stimmt, Ninja Guy. Was macht dein Deutsch? Du hast noch 2 Monate bis zur Cloudplay Show. So doing the startup phase, what I found out is you press acceleration at the right moment, you get a nitro bonus. You just thought, oh no, come on. I think it's somewhere around the 2 when it counts down 3 to 1, and if you do it at the beginning of 2 you get a nitro bonus. Man, this track looks awesome. Rubber banding. What? What should I do here? The snake just killed me. Ninja, do you still do your Sundays shows? Or is it stopped? Or do you focus on other topics now? Because I quite enjoyed them. It was super relaxed and I liked the lists. It was really cool show to watch. It was also really good timing. I think for me it was Sunday afternoon. So I usually had you as a podcast in the ear. I somehow expected more rubber banding in the multiplayer mode. Okay. I mean, the game has quite some rubber banding, especially if you're such a bad driver as me. Oh. Barely got the looping. Barely. Okay, let me read this for a second. No, I'm stopping the show, sorry. I was really enjoying it too. I'll start arriving on Stadia a little, but not yet. Ah, okay, completely understand. Yeah, it's super... Oh, this snake. Come on. Yeah, I also see this in the German cloud gaming community, especially in the Stadia community. Everybody is... how to say this? Everybody is grieving in another way, so to say. A lot of content creators stopped and some still think about it, if they're still covering Stadia or not, but yeah, for most of them it's over. And to be fair, that's totally fine. I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard to just continue playing. I also see this for myself. But in the end I thought about it, well, you know, 3 months from now or 4 months from now or 5 months from now, I can still say, hey, I still finished some games, I still enjoyed the platform as long as it was there. And I decided to somehow sunset it. I think we are also planning a last day event on the January 17th to play as long as they will kick us out of the servers or something like this. Oh, come on, I'm so bad. One of the things I will miss the most will be the indie games from the Pro subscription. The last game I finished this week was Tangle Tower, and to be fair, it was a really cool game. I mean, I really like point and click adventures. And this game, it was kind of a point-and-click adventure, but it has a really cool story. So the art style was a bit offsetting at the beginning, but I kind of get used to it, and in the end it was super cool. And the voice acting of Tangle Tower is something amazing. So I really liked it. And this is a game I would never ever bought somewhere else. Not even a sale. I have to be fair. I just played it because it was on Pro. So if you haven't played Tangle Tower and if you're a fan of point and click adventures, you should really go ahead. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. Drop a like for our data and charts risk, guys. Yeah, feel free to drop a like. I mean, I'm not so much into numbers and subscribers and stuff on YouTube. I'm just doing it for fun, basically. Some of my lists in the show was going to be 15 tips for pixel chunk raiders, tips on how to gain popularity as a Stadia content creator, top 10 games to play on mobile, and top 10 hardest games. Oh, that's a shame to not see this. It's really hard to get into a big game. Yeah, totally agree. Hey Joshua, how are you? Nice to have you on board. Indie pro games is what I enjoyed the most. That's why now I'm going to focus on indie games. Oh, that's cool. Great to hear you're still able to get into some Stadia gaming, friend. I finished Wavetale and now I'm diving into Foreclosed. Oh yeah, those are amazing. I mean, especially Wavetale. This is such a cool game. I mean, Wavetale was revealed on the... how's the publisher called? I forgot it, but they had a reveal show and Mark Hamill himself said in the show, hey Stadia players, here's a nice game you can immediately try on your pro subscription. And then it was just there. How cool was that? So Mark Hamill told me I should play a game, and then I clicked on a button and 10 seconds later I played the game. This was awesome. This was how I imagined the future of Stadia would be, you know, like cross promotions and demos and stuff like this, and immediately have the ability to access all of this. Oh, come on. I cannot talk and play. Sorry, guys. And especially Wavetale had such an amazing art style and music and feeling of riding the waves. And there were times where I just played the game to ride the waves and to enjoy the music. This was so cool. And also the voice acting and the storyline was so good. I think I played it twice for all the achievements, but I'm still enjoying hopping in it. Yeah, Wavetale was awesome. And the funny story about Wavetale is there was one last achievement which nobody figured out. And on the Stadia Hunters Discord we had so many theories, and first of all we thought it was bugged, and somebody contacted the developer, I think it was Endeavor or so, and the developer just gave us some hints. So he said, no, it's not bugged, just try this and that, and we all tried to figure out what it was, and in the end somebody got it, and it was to listen to all the puns of the shop guy. So you just had to over and over click on him until he told you all his puns, and then we cracked the last achievement. This was such a fun story. Okay, before I catch up with the chat, let's try to finish this race. I have a good idea how we proceed with this. So first up I will finish the race, and then I will put the replay on and read the chat. Man guys, I will be a pro streamer from now on. Okay. I always missed this jump, and I lost the race now. Oh, what a story. Lost the race in the last lap. Whatever. So I put you on the replay and I will read the chat. Wavetale was awesome, yeah. Please keep the stream as a video and have a look at least with fond memories. Yeah, sure. I will leave it online. No problem. Keep them for sure, I never remove mine, yeah. Yo, hey, Simple Boat Gaming. How are you? So, let's try to race this guy again. Foreclosed was also a really good game, Jacob. So it was like an interactive comic, and it had some really nice gameplay elements. So where you basically watched the comic and then you jumped into a scene, and this was really cool. It also had kind of a cyberpunk setting. I really like this. It had some really annoying achievements, I remember. I think I had to replay it 2 times to get all the hidden stuff and collectibles. But yeah, I really liked the game. Another game where I had some cool chat with the devs was Kimono Heroes. So this is a platformer, so it looks like an old Super Nintendo game basically. And although it's quite simple in the first place, it's super hard to get all achievements, like really hard. I think it took me almost 40 hours to get all of them. And some of them were also secret, and I also had a chat with the developer, and he just gave me, so he was super, it was super nice chatting with him, and he said, well, I won't tell you what to do, but I will give you some hints, and then he gave me like 3 or 4 hints, and then I got it. This was super cool, because you had to hunt like some monsters in a certain condition, and it was really hard to get the condition and to figure out which monsters to get where and when. And I also remember one of the hardest achievements in Kimono Heroes was the no shop run. So at the end of each level you can basically go in an in-game shop and buy some, you know, some power-ups and health and make your weapons better and stuff like this. And one achievement is to finish the whole game without ever entering the shop. And especially in the last levels, this is super hard. So you're basically getting one-hitted by everybody. So you have to learn the levels really, and especially bosses. The bosses take super long. And the last boss also has a 15-minute timer. After 15 minutes the sky is falling and you die, basically. And doing this with your super weak character, oh my god, I think I needed like 40 tries for this or so. But in the end I got it. Okay, let's finish the last lap and then I can read the chat. Awesome. Bye Jacob. Have a nice night. I remember when you did the achievement. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I love when the devs said off. Oh, I got an achievement. Very nice. So let's check the limit of the offers. Oh, I got Kit from Knight Rider. I have to get this, right? Let's get Kit. Yeah, I want another dinosaur. Okay, where's Kit? What is this? Oh, I just clicked on it. Okay, let's see what happens. In lead, would you still play Luna even it has no achievements? Ah, that's a good question. So the thing, of course I made a list, you know me guys, I made a list for everything. Oh, what is this? Boost? Okay. It looks like I'm driving a tank here. So there are a couple of things gaming platform has to offer that I'm even particularly interested to play at this platform. And the first thing is a non-rotating game library, because I don't know if there's kind of an OCD thing, but I have like a backlog list, and very often I just buy a game on sale and then like 3 or 6 months later I'm going to play it. And for example, Game Pass, it's I don't know, for me it's super uninteresting, and it's not, I think it just doesn't match to my style of game playing, I guess. Because if I have a constant fear of something rolling out of a subscription model, somehow I don't play it at all. And for Lunar, I don't know. Some games are leaving sometimes, so yeah, I'm not sure about Lunar. Then the other thing that I need is multiplayer option, so to play with your friends. This is really important for me, and I'm not sure if Lunar has this. Perhaps you can comment on this. Then the third thing, oh, what is this course? The third thing is keyboard and mouse. So especially for first-person games, I need keyboard and mouse. And the fourth thing is achievements. So I'm an achievement hunter, and I somehow need this for a feeling of closure and completion. Don't know why, but a game without an achievement is kind of almost uninteresting for me. It sounds strange, but it is what it is. For example, Deliver Us the Moon on Stadia, I was so hyped for this game, and then it was released without any achievement, and yeah, I never played it on Stadia. Although I'm an astronomer and I'm super interested in the topic, I just bought it for GFN and played it there. Oh man, this tank is super strange to drive. So yeah, let's see what's going on with Lunar. I mean, you could argue that in the first play it has to be playable, right? So it has to be released outside of the US. And then, yeah, let's see. I think I will give it a try, but I'm not sure if I can really play on it as a main platform. Yeah, this is also something I really gonna miss. It's the achievement hunting leaderboards. I really enjoyed the Stadia Hunters community. Although, oh, come on. Why do I have a tank if I cannot drive through these obstacles? Somehow my tank is broken now. That's good. It doesn't drive anymore. What's going on, guys? Yeah, that's something I really gonna miss. Achievement hunting with the Stadia Hunters community. That was so fun. To have these monthly and yearly and global leaderboards, and then you could filter it for countries, or you can watch their complete games, or what's still missing, or what's bugged, or man, that was so cool. I think you still have Steam achievements for GFN, or some games on Epic also have achievements, but yeah, it somehow doesn't feel the same way. And another thing I'm going to miss is kind of the uniqueness, so to say, of finishing games on Stadia. For example, I 100% completed Sekiro, which was kind of I think it's the hardest game I ever completed. And it was always so cool to say if you talk to somebody about this game or about cloud gaming, and if your topic came up, it was so cool to say, hey, you know what? I platinumed this game on a cloud gaming platform. What about this? This was always such an awesome feeling. Oh, come on, this tank is such a crap vehicle. It was also one of my main arguments if somebody got the... somebody told me that cloud gaming is unplayable and the lag is too high. I basically told him, yeah, I finished Sekiro on Stadia. I think it's not. It wouldn't be possible within if the input delay was too high, because this game, oh boy, this game is so fun and so hard at the same time. So often I was so close to throw the controller out of the window. Not gonna lie. Especially within the boss fights, this was more of a rhythm game than a fighting game. You basically had to learn how the bosses react and how their movement was and their things. Such an awesome game. Okay, let's read the chat. Yeah, that's why I'm not interested in other cloud gaming services. I feel like I'm borrowing these games. We're the same in that aspect. Yeah, exactly. For example, GFN, yeah, it looks awesome, but there's not a real GFN community, right? Because it's just PC players. It was cool to talk to the best achievement held at Plastic Boy. Yeah, Plastic Boy is awesome. This guy is a legend. So let's try to find Kid. Hey, Rayless Races, how are you? I played Mortal Kombat 11 on xCloud and Stadia. Stadia latency is so much better. Yeah. So here in Germany, it's yeah, for some xCloud does really run well, and for some it don't. So for example, for me, if I'm in Berlin, it's kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's here's Kid. Let's drive with Kid. But I'm also traveling a lot within Germany, and sometimes it's really awesome, especially on mobile, and in a lot of places it's not so good at all. So I guess it depends on the server distribution. And this is something, how many cars do we have? No idea. If you tell me where to look, I can tell you, but I'm not an expert in this game yet. So xCloud in Germany, the mixed bag. I think my biggest flaw for me is the image quality, because you can really tell that it's streamed, especially if you're used to Stadia and GeForce Now, where especially on a Chromecast, on a Shield TV, it's basically local gameplay. So I cannot tell anymore. I'm sitting here in front of a 4K screen, and basically for almost all games I cannot tell you that it's streamed. It looks like local. And for xCloud, I always can tell you that it's streamed. It always has these, yeah, almost like streaming grain on top of it. For some games it looks almost artistic, so it's not a super deal breaker, but yeah, after 2 years of Stadia, it's kind of, it shows, it really shows. So I really would be interested if Microsoft is still working on this to improve their encoders, I guess, or if that's their state of tech that they're dealing with. Because in the end it's like an added service, right? It's Series X blades and their data centers, and then they installed an additional decoder and encoder and all the funny stuff. It's not a native cloud gaming. So yeah, let's see how this will turn out in the future. The thing I like about xCloud though is the PC app with all the overlays. So this is really cool. For example, if you look for achievements, you can put an overlay there and you can immediately jump into a guide and you can see what achievements are missing. This is really cool. Or you can put a multiplayer overlay there. There are like dozens of overlays and this is really cool. I really like these additional information and stats you can put out in the game. So for xCloud, yeah, basically I wish they will add a better streaming tech and I wish they will add non-rotating games. Oh man. Again, I'm getting this lag. This is crap. Okay, looks like we are running into some... Let's try to restart the game. xCloud runs well here now, but the games that requires reflexes are not so good. Yeah. Should I subscribe? Subscribe to what? Well, to Stadia, the answer is no, because you cannot anymore. I think they turned off all the subscriptions. If you close the game and put it back on, you should be good. Okay. Let's test this. Let me check the Stadia app if you're... What happens to the subscriptions? Okay, so the Pro subscription is removed from the app, but the Ubisoft Plus subscription is still there. So let's see what will happen with that. I'm wondering if these memory leaks or whatever they are, if this is game specific. Because you remember on the first day I played Hot Wheels Unleashed on one course, I also had some stutters. So I'm wondering if this is game specific or if more and more games will kind of be broken in the future. Since you're jumping back in, want to drive together? Sure. How? Multiplayer? Just tell me what to do, where to go, what to do. I think it's only the second or third day that I played this game. I played it on release day. I was super excited. I mean, I was looking forward to this game. There were rumors and ratings. Ah, this spider. And then suddenly it was there, right? Like out of nowhere. We got the Game of the Year edition. And it also was in the Pro subscription. So how awesome was that? So I played it for like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, and then there was the shutdown news that everybody really turned off in a big way. And after this, I think I turned it up once, and then today is the first time since then that I replayed it. I sent an invite, just accept the friend request. Ah, okay. Where is it? Red Fox, there you are. Sure. Oh man, this is so cool. This is also something I really like for Stadia, right? You know, you're just chatting with a friend or a guy and then he sends you an invite and you can immediately jump into a multiplayer. This is so cool. So tell me another platform where this... Okay, Red Fox invited me. Yeah, sure. Man, isn't this awesome? Isn't this... This is for me really cloud gaming feature. Select vehicle. So I think... Ah, okay, we are locked to common. I want to race with kit. Where's my kit? This one looks cool though. Let's try this. Okay, where can I say ready? Here. Ninja, let's try. Ah, you already got an invite. So by the way guys, if there's anything odd in the stream, like the streaming quality or the sound levels or the microphone levels, just tell me. I think this is my second live stream with OBS, so I'm not sure what's right and what's wrong here. Actually, I'm super glad that I figured out the 1440p streaming, because what I'm doing at the moment, I'm playing via the Shield TV, and I got a capture card recently. So last week I was like running around in a tech shop, and there was a really good capture card in an offer, and it was just an, yeah, how to say this, an emotional buy, so to say. So I saw it and I thought about it, well, in the future there will be no more Stadia, and this capture card is obviously pretty good. So I just bought it. I said, let's buy this via the future Stadia refunds. Ready up? I'm ready. And yeah, so then I watched like dozens of tutorials how to set up OBS and how to configure your capture card and stream quality, and the first trials didn't really work out really good. And another thing is, if you're just streaming in 1080, although the stream quality is quite fine when you do it live, a couple of days later your video on YouTube will be recoded to the AVC1 codec, and this is like really, especially for gaming, that looks like crap. So I really had to be sure to stream in 4040, and I just have here a Linux workstation basically. So it's not so easy to configure a Linux workstation with OBS to get a stable 1440p stream, but I think I figured it out somehow. I had to switch the encoder from the graphics card, which is a workstation graphics card, and yeah, it's not so good for encoding, to the Intel onboard GPU. So usually I thought, well, a graphics card would be better with encoding, right, than an onboard chip, but it turns out the onboarding is more capable to do the 1440p encoding. Okay, so Papacorn is first place. Red Fox is just before me. Hey, we have the same car. That's awesome. Ninja Guy is fourth. Yeah, and it's stuff like this that I have to think about so much about tech specs, right? Setting up OBS, setting up streams, watching left and right, watching tutorials. This is something that really annoys me, because in Stadia it was just pressing a button. I just pressed a button in the menu and I could pull up a live stream from everywhere. I could stream from my phone, I could stream from my tablet and from my TV and from my Chromecast and from my notebook. It was just a button. And now I have to think about 1 million things to just set up the stream. Okay, I have this car where I have to collect boosts. Man, Papacorn is really good at this. Don't see him anymore on the minimap. Red Fox! What is this map? So regarding these freezes, do you know if these freezes just appear in the 4K streaming mode? Because for some games this was an issue sometimes. I remember Dirt 5 had this bug where when you played in 4K, sometimes it froze after an hour or so, but if you played it in 1080, it was perfectly fine. Where's the track? Am I still on the track? Don't think so. So I'm wondering, perhaps this game also has this bug. So perhaps if I have to restart it again, I will put it in 1080 mode, just to see if it doesn't crash then. Guys, where are you? I won it. I won the race while talking to you. How awesome is that? Let me deactivate the voice chat to avoid some collusion here. Everything is good except the sound of the game is not in sync. Oh, really? How do I do that? Love the push button stream will be messed. Yeah, direct streaming. So let me change the vehicle. What are these vehicles? Man, this is such a nice, so many memories to my childhood collecting these cars. Such a shame that this game will go in 3 months. Okay, I'm ready. So Ninja, the sound of the game is not in sync with the stream, yeah? I mean, I don't have any skipped frames or rendering drops here, so yeah. If you have any ideas what to do in ABS, just tell me. Waiting for other players. Please hold the line. One thing about Stadia is that I'll never make friends as fast as that. I literally became friends with Red Fox yesterday. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. It really is or was like a small family, right? So it was so awesome. It was so cool to get to know people from over the world, and very often you just found each other, or it was so easy to talk to each other because you both played on Stadia, right? It was like an immediate connection, and it's not the same in the Xbox community or in the GeForce Now community. It's like, hey, I'm also playing PC games. Yeah, welcome to the club. I'm not sure how the boost goes on these cars. There was a boost meter at the start, but no idea how to turn it on. Okay, where's the track? Where's the track? Oh, that's a U-turn. U-turn! Nice. Okay, so we have 3 laps to go. Good to know. Man, such a fun-looking track. Where's the course? Ah, here. So I still remember the day when they announced the shutdown. I still remember it was like, I don't know, it's like a car accident. I still remember the minutes and the hours after it, like it was basically yesterday. Because first of all, I mean, I was screening the page as I usually do for the wiki. And then I saw this message at the bottom and I don't know, I just posted it on Twitter because I think it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. And then slowly but surely more and more articles spawn up and it was like really, oh boy, this is happening, right? Is this happening? And our Discord exploded and my Twitter exploded and my mobile exploded and everybody was like in shock. And for me, I think what saved me on this day somehow was the cloudplay community, because we immediately put together a special talk show. So we have this bi-weekly talk show. Every 2 weeks we talk about cloud gaming news and we also have some guests. And we immediately put together some people from the panel and put together storyboard, so to say, and what to say and what to talk about, and it was really improvised within 1 or 2 hours. And this kind of saved me because I could focus on stuff like, okay, let's get the information together, let's get the important pages, what do we talk about, how to present this to the audience. And then after this, I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was so, I don't know, in a really strange mood. Like shock transition mood or so. And then the oddest thing happened. So the next day I had to work. And in the lunch break I fell asleep. I dozed off for like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. And after this I woke up and I really, no kidding, I said to myself, man, what a strange dream. I dreamt that Stadia would shut off. This was such a strange thing. This was never happened, right? And I really was convinced in these seconds that it was just a dream. And then I opened my Twitter and I realized, oh no, this really happened. So this was a really strange mood. Never happened to me before. Like denial or so, I think. And yeah, I think I'm still somehow in the denial phase, although it doesn't hurt so much anymore, I think. But for me, I still cannot believe they're letting go. They're letting go of this tech and they're letting go of the gaming, I guess, or of the business to customer. I don't know. I don't understand it at all. I could have imagined they transition to something like they do with so much services, right? With all their chat services or with their music service, that they just transition to something else, like YouTube or Google Play. But I would have never thought about the shutdown, and also not about the shutdown as they did it. Like, really, okay, it's done now, have fun. I would never thought this would be possible. Strange days. Okay, as it turns out, I can really focus on racing and talk to you at the same time. This is odd. Never thought I was capable of this at the same time. So, who knows? Maybe I will become a pro streamer in the future. Oh boy. And the other thing I find really interesting is that in the last days we heard a lot from the Stadia team, right? So a lot of people were tweeting and talking to reporters about stuff, and before we never had this, right? Nobody ever told you that he's working on Stadia or that they are pushing some features in the future, so it almost looks as if they were completely forbidden to interact, which is strange, which is a strange way to set up a streaming service. Yeah, but whatever. Yay! First place! So what are player options? Is it unleashed profile? Oh no, don't want to do this. Okay, let's look at the chat. I got kicked out, but I joined the next one. Okay, the Stadia announcement was brutal to me. I was attending a funeral and had to support my family when it was announced. I only got to think about it on Monday. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ninja Guys. I hope you're somehow fine or could process it. LOL and leads to a dream. Yeah, that's true. I will stick to that card. That was nice. It's so weird. I went in denial, rage, depression, acceptance. Yeah. I will tell you once I accepted it. And Lee just realized that he's a good tier streamer. A god tier streamer. Ah, I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't say that. For example, at the moment I'm super stressed about the noise, about the sound delay. It's rotating in my head to just Google it and try to solve it, but yeah. Let's play first some games. The lobby creator is choosing a track. So one of the games I will miss the most is definitely Baldur's Gate 3. Because, I mean, I don't play it excessively, because it's still, after 2 years in early access. But man, I enjoyed this game so much in Stadia. It had such a chill environment, and it reminded me so much to, I guess, pen and paper or Dungeons and Dragons games. You always had these smooth dungeon master, these smooth voice that explains you what's going on, and then you had your turn-based elements, and oh man, I could relax so much playing this game. And at the moment it won't be accessible for me after January, I guess, because it's not available anywhere else in the cloud. That's such a shame. I hope that some developers will renew their contracts with other streaming platforms. Perhaps there will be some opportunities now that Stadia's gone. Perhaps Capcom and Bandai Namco and also some smaller devs can now make perhaps agreements with GeForce Now or Lunar or Xbox, who knows. Perhaps there will be some new opportunities. Okay, turns out I'm last. So is this an open lobby game now? Can anyone join, or is it an invite only game? And also, how many players can play at the same time Hot Wheels? Do you know that? I think for Wreckfest it's like 16 players or something like this, or 14. So it was super awesome to play this in the community. And for Grid, I think it was even 40 players. This was nice. I remember in the early days we played a lot of Grid games with Sunny. 12 players, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Congrats, Popcorn, for first place. So there's an option in OBS that says synchronization adjustment for the sound. Perhaps it's this. I won't press it now, because I'm afraid everything will shut down. But in the future I will try to have a look on this. The lobby creator is choosing a track. Please hold the line. I never touched that option. Oh, do you also stream with OBS Ninja? Damn it. Messed up the boost. What I really like about this game is the arcadey nature, so to say. So it really, on the one hand, it's a racing game, of course, but on the other, it really feels like you're having a micro machine and racing around on these small tracks. It's like really, I don't know, it's really hard to describe, but I think they really figured this out really good. Also the sound, it doesn't sound like a car, it sounds like a really small toy. The only critique for me on this game is the music. So usually I turn it off because it really annoys me. These, like, I don't know, poppy sounds, or I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, for me music in a game is super important, and this music is terrible for me. I just turn it on for the stream. Perhaps in the future I can blend in some other music tracks in OBS. Perhaps I will try this. This would be cool to race Hot Wheels with some alternative rock, or with some grunge, or I don't know. Or just put the Wreckfest soundtrack on. Oh, I missed the track. Oh, like everybody else. I remember back in the 90s I played, I think it was called Micro Machines. So this was a top-down racer in a similar setting. You had your small little cars and you raced on your shelves, on your desk, in the garage, and oh, I'm first. That's nice. And this game reminds me a lot on Micro Machines. Of course, it's a lot more advanced and so, but the feeling is kind of the same. Yeah, I use OBS. Ah, cool. So in the future, if I have questions, I can just annoy you. Good to know. Careful what music you put, you might get flagged for copyright. Yeah, I already got that. I put a test intro on, I think yesterday or so. Oh, I got an achievement. Very good. Win 5 fast races in multiplayer. Nice. I tested my intro, so I just put a background there, and I used the video overlay for some particle effects, and I put Claude Debussy on, Clair de Lune, one of my favorite piano pieces. And then I got a copyright flag for a classical piece of music. How cool is that? Or how odd is that? I didn't knew classical music was copyright protected. I'd love to have it for sure. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thanks so much, Ninja. So one thing I want to have in the future is kind of an intro scene in OBS and an outro scene. And one thing I really like is kind of these lo-fi, I think they're called lo-fi background settings, where you just have like a small animated loop, and then you have this chill out music. I really would like to have a setup for this, like some piano music or some, I don't know, some anime music or so. Something really relaxing to get started or to end the stream. And I think personally this also helps me with all the Stadia shutting down situation. I'm always one of these guys that can, yeah, I guess I can deal with such harsh situations via concentrating on something else. So if I concentrate on setting OBS, it helps me to deal with the Stadia shutdown. That's an awesome looping. What? What is this track? Man, this is so cool. This is such an awesome game. Man. I already put it on my stream wish list. So in this week I somehow decided if I want to continue gaming or not. The decision is still not finished, but if I will continue, I think it will be GFN. So what I did is I put all the games I had on Stadia and that I want to continue playing on my Steam wish list, and I think it has like 50 entries now. So I think for the next months and years I just can wait for sales and rebuy them. Yeah, and one of the entries is Hot Wheels. So I think for Ubisoft, they said they want to try to replace all the board games in the in the Ubisoft Connect store. This would be cool, because actually I bought quite a lot. I bought all the Assassin's Creed games, and yeah, it would be also nice if they somehow could transfer the save games. I mean, for Valhalla, it's of course there's cross progression, so they have cloud saves. I already transferred my Valhalla cloud save to GFN, so to say. But for the others, yeah, I mean, I never really played extensively Origins and Odyssey, but I finished like 4 or 5. So let's count. So I finished, and with finished I mean 100% completed. I finished Assassin's Creed 3 and what's 4? 4 was Black Flag, right? Yeah, I finished Black Flag and then Liberation. This was quite cool. This was like a small, it felt like a DLC, but I think it was a PSP game back in the days. It was a PSP exclusive. And I finished Rogue. Rogue was pretty cool because you played on the Templar side, so kind of the opposition. So yeah, and I don't know, to see that all these games, all these achievements will leave in January kind of hurts. So it would be cool if they also could transfer the save games somehow, although I doubt it. Ah, come on. What's happening? My car's broken. What should I do now? So I guess running into obstacles is a bad idea in this game. Ah. Falling off the track is either. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Left. And now this awesome looping. And now this awesome jump. Okay, Red Fox, I see you. No pressure. I'm wondering what the pendulums do. I never crashed in one. Okay, left, right. Yes, gotcha, Red Fox. Oh, Ninja Guy is first. Wow, congrats. I thought you were cuddling. Guess the cuddling time is over. Okay. Don't even see Ninja Guy on the map. He must be really far ahead. Okay. "30 seconds left, so I guess Ninja Guy just got in the... just finished the race. Okay. Oh god. Second place! Congrats, Ninja Guy! I hope that you don't stop gaming, man. That would make me sad. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Thanks. Appreciate it. How awesome. Exactly. Yeah, the thing for me is I know myself pretty well, I think, and I know how I reacted to such how to say it, to such destructive events, so to say. And in the past I I used to turn away when something like this happens. So this happened for me, for example, for Guild Wars. back in the days I was kind of a semi-professional Guild Wars player. In Guild Wars 1, I have to say. But in the end it was too much for me. So it just, I mean, we had once a day we had practice sessions, and then we played a lot of tourneys, and you have to be, I was kind of the analyzing guy of the team. I had to watch the meta the whole time, and I had to advise the team what to do. And we were pretty good actually. We were one of the top teams in Europe. But it was too much. And then Guild Wars 2 was released, and I decided, okay, I have to break here. I cannot continue like this. It's just too much of my time. I think I spent like 3-4 years almost only playing Guild Wars. And I decided to break up totally with the game. So I really stopped playing this, and I also told myself I will never ever play an MMO again, because it's just too fascinating for me, I think. So yeah, so there's that. And the other thing was with poker actually. So I used to be a poker player, and mostly live poker. I mean, I started as an online player, of course, like everybody else, but then I discovered, where's the track? Then I discovered live poker, and it was so much fun, and I played for almost, I don't know, let's see, I think 8-9 years. And I played a lot, and I also played in the US, for example. Yeah, it was really fun, and I was kind of a regular in my home casino. And then COVID hit, and everything shut down. So there was no more poker, and no more home games, and nothing. Yeah, and also I kind of decided to quit. I think it was a good decision. I don't have any intentions to play again. Although it was super fun and it was super awesome part of my life. I really love poker. It's such an awesome game, especially live poker. Such a fascinating mixture of math and game theory and psychology, and at the same time super relaxing. So yeah. And now Stadia, well, it's also kind of an quite disrupting event for me, I have to say. So yeah, I think I will continue gaming, but at the moment it's like 60-40, I think. 60% of me says, yeah, let's continue, and 40 says, yeah, let's search for something else. And I think there are a lot of players out there that kind of feel the same, because also of the accessibility, especially here in Europe or outside of the US, where we don't have Luna, because Luna is kind of the best alternative, I think, at the moment in terms of accessibility. But without Luna, you have GeForce Now and Xbox, and most either play on Xbox or they quit. That's what I see here in Germany. The track. Super hard to find the track here. I guess that's why I'm in the first place still. Okay. Final lap. These ice caves are pretty hard to drive through, because I have no idea where the track is. Just guessing. Yay! First place! Oh no, now it's the final lap. Oh boy, I got that wrong. Now I have final lap anxiety. Where is that track? What the? Ah, if I focus on the minimap, I can see the track. Ah, okay, that's a good tip. If you're kind of in these strange situations, you can focus on your minimap, and this helps you to figure out where to go. Oh, now it's the first time the pendulum hit me. Good to know. Okay. Focus, focus, left. Now comes the ice. Okay. Ah. Okay. So guys, just check the minimap. It helps you to orientate. Come on. Okay, somehow still in the first place. No idea why. Perhaps it's a bug. So, last ice cave. Right, left, and straight ahead. I still got it wrong. Oh boy. Okay, this should be one of the final U-turns, if I remember correctly. Right. And here we are. Yay! First place! Monster trucks? What does it mean? Can we play monster trucks? Sure. Last game for me, yeah. Thanks for joining the stream, Ninja Guy. It was so fun talking to you. And playing with you, it's always a pleasure. GG indeed. Yeah, me too, Ninja Guy. Super happy. Basically, I just turned the stream on to check OBS settings, and yeah, super cool that we got some multiplayer action. I didn't expect anybody to show up, but it's so nice that you could have find the time. Okay. I think I will continue some more single player races, so feel free to stay or call it a night. Thanks for joining the stream. So where's my Knight Rider car? Is it rare? Yeah, it's rare. Yeah, thank you, Red Fox, for the initiation. You had the idea of the multiplayer, right? Thanks for hosting. You and Ninja made all the action. Oh, I would love to see it. Would be cool if you had kind of an observer cam once you're finished, like in Wreckfest or Dirt. Oh boy. Man, these tracks look awesome. What is this track? This is so cool. The game really plays nice with gravity and orientation. It's really awesome. Okay, let's go into the looping. Nice. What? Is this an endless looping? What's going on? What's going on, guys? I think it had 3 loops, if I remember correctly. This is awesome, yeah, 3 loops, wow. Oh no, I have the freezes again. Damn it! Okay, let's end this. So what I'm gonna do, I will put the stream quality to 1080. It shouldn't affect the stream quality too much because I'm playing on my Shield. And the Shield has the amazing option to upscale content. So I can show you this. Here it's AI upscaling. I don't put it on AI Enhance, I put it on Optimize because in AI Enhance sometimes I have some stutters. But on Optimized it's still pretty good and it can upscale 1080p content to 4K. That's what I'm playing on here on my screen. So even if I have 1080p content, it looks pretty good on my Shield. So yeah. And now we can test if the stutters also appear in the 1080 mode. We should play more before we can no longer. Yeah, exactly, Red Fox. I agree. Come play Grid with everyone tomorrow. 8 CST. Yeah, that's 8 o'clock in Europe. Perfect. I hope I will join. I'm not the best Grid player. I think I just played it 4 or 5 times. With Sunny back in the days. But sure, if I have time, I will be there. Okay, so with this stream settings, I'm just checking my load on my system. It turns out pretty stable. I have like 40% CPU usage. And my GPU is in the 60s, so it's pretty smooth. So yeah, as you can see, I'm now playing on 1080. Locally, I can tell the difference, but it's not a lot actually. It's not a lot. I will check later the stream, how it looks in the stream. Another nice thing for the Shield is that it has a really nice filter for stream content. So very often if I play on other devices or in the browser, sometimes I have some artifacts, so some blockiness, especially in the 1080p mode. But the Shield somehow is able to denoise this pretty good. So no idea what kind of magic they're applying, but yeah, it's one of the best streaming devices I ever possessed. Oh, now I see the 3 loopings. So they're getting bigger each looping. Wow. So this is the first one. Now entering the second. Yeah. And now comes the third, the super big looping. Man. This is such a cool game. Oh, I'm too slow, I'm too slow. Oh, how awesome is that? I just fell off the looping. I think I'm falling off the loop. No, I got it. I got it this time. Ah, this is so cool. the chat. There will be many who aren't the best, for enthusiasts and casuals alike. All skill welcome. Yeah, sure. Sounds awesome. The thing about Grid is I think it's really more of a stimulation game. So we also have some players in the community that are really into racing games, and most of them, they really adore Grid because you can tune so much, adjust so much. Yeah, and somehow for me, I don't know, it's really hard to get into the game, I guess. I'm more of a casual racing gamer. I really like Wreckfest, or here Hot Wheels is amazing. I mean, Hot Wheels is almost the perfect racing game for me. It's so lighthearted and easy to join and just have some fun on these awesome tracks. I mean, look at these tracks. How cool is this? Like somehow racing the garage, I guess. Or in some old warehouse. It looks so cool. Okay, 3 loopings. Can we save some... I guess we have to save some boost for the third one. Let's check this out. First one is easy. Now the second one. It gets harder, and now the third. Okay, let's use some boost in the third. And here we go. Awesome. That's some tactical racing here. Okay, left turn. Here we go. Somehow my car is buzzing. There are some lightnings around it. No idea what does that mean. Left. Okay, let's go left this time. The other 2 laps we went right. Okay. Never been here before. Ah, so there's the other track. Oh man, this is cool. So where do we go now? Now we're on the ground. What? Where's the track? Ah, this way. Man. Okay, now we have to save our nitro for the third looping. First, oh, we're getting slow here. Second. Oh, still got it. And the third one. Boosting. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Okay. The rest should be smooth sailing. Look at these courses. So awesome just to drive here. Here we go. I think this was one of my favorite courses so far. I really loved the triple looping stuff. Oh, and we got an achievement. Win a fast race on a course in the what's Werkstatt? I think it's garage, right? Okay, let's play some time trials. Basement couch surfing. I got that boost right. Okay, 107 is the goal and 102 is the unleashed goal. Oh, there are wind machines. That's nice. Ah, I remember this course. I think we played it earlier on multiplayer. But we didn't have the wind machines there, hadn't we? Okay. Which time? 103, okay. We have to get 102 for the unleashed goal. Let's do that again. Oh, the wind, the wind. The wind of change blowing me away. Two, 102, oh no, messed up the final jump. Okay, so let's do this course again. Especially if we're driving like this. Okay, head start. Now let's focus. Right, left, up the wall. I think we're on the ceiling now, aren't we? This looks so amazing. Okay. Looping with wind. Left turn. Nice. Some jumping. Right turn. Okay. Boost, 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 boost. U-turn. And this strange sofa thingy here. And wind. Okay, 10 more seconds. Come on, come on, come on. Should be doable. Nice. Okay. We got the unleash goal. Very nice. Another achievement. Collect 2,500 Zahnräder. No idea what this is in English. Let's check all offers. I already bought these. Next update in 10 minutes. Okay. Slam race. What's a slam race? Nice. We got that one. Okay, let's see. Man, there's so much to do here. %21 completion. Wow. Guess we have to race some more. 2 minutes for the new packs. Garage Grand Tour. That was a nice start. Almost full neutral. Let's do this. Right, left, let's go right. Whoa. Whoa! Okay. Let's respawn. Okay. That was a nice feature. Okay, let's get up the walls. Future and down again. Cool. I messed that up. Oh, I messed that up so much. Point. Okay, 76%. So, oh boy, that was bad. Let's try to recoup the first place. Awesome track code. Oh no. Here we go. First place, very good. You obtained a blind box. Dragon Blaster. This one looks cool. Add to the blade. Nice. Okay, 4-minute time trial. I don't want to do this right now. This is a 2-minute time trial. I do want to race. Give me a race. Here's a race. Tireless Fighters. To get through this mile. Always gets me. Always. This was nice. Okay, some neutral. Cool. Avoid the spider. We did it! Finally! Wow. I think it was the first time. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's open the last package we just received. I have 4 blind boxes. Terminator. That looks funny though. Ooh, a Mustang. Ford Mustang GT 2018. That looks nice. Cool. Okay, folks. Let's call it a night. Thank you so much for joining my stream. I hope you had a good time. If you liked the stream, click on the like button and all the other shenanigans. Otherwise, I hope you have a nice time. I hope you had fun. See you all in the next one. Ciao!